His Excellency Minister Zulkifli Hasan, Minister of Trade of the Republic of Indonesia, Honorable Minister Andrey Slepnev, Member of Board, Minister for Trade of the Eurasian Economic Commission, distinguished delegates, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the Ministry of Trade of the Republic of Indonesia, allow me to greet Your Excellency and all Eurasian Economic Union delegation, as well as our audience who are following this event through our live streams on the Ministry of Trade's official YouTube channel. Excellencies, distinguished delegates, ladies and gentlemen, this ceremony marks the beginning of a new page of economic cooperation and collaboration between Indonesia and the Eurasian Economic Union. In the past 5 years, despite the pandemic, the trade relations between Indonesia and the Eurasian Economic Union's member states have maintained a positive trend. Last year, the bilateral trade performance was recorded at $3.3 billion and from January to September 2022, the figures have already reached $3.1 billion, which will certainly surpass last year's achievement. Based on these encouraging statistics and the recommendation of the joint feasibility study conducted in 2021, government from both sides have decided to pursue a higher level engagement through a free trade agreement. The negotiations will cover discussions on, among others, trade in goods, trade facilitations, e-commerce, and economic cooperation. Such FTA is expected to boost bilateral trade even further, reflecting the potential of the two economies. Now, without any further ado, we will start the launching of negotiations of Indonesia-Eurasian Economic Union Free Trade Agreement. As our first program, I'd like to kindly invite His Excellency Minister Zulkifli Hasan to deliver his remarks. Minister, the screen is yours.
His Excellency Mr. Andrey Slepnev, Minister for Trade of the Eurasian Economic Commission, Indonesian and the Eurasian Economic Union, distinguished delegates, ladies and gentlemen. Good afternoon from Jakarta and good morning in Moscow. Allow me to speak in Bahasa Indonesia. Indonesia dan negara-negara anggota Persatuan Ekonomi Eurasia memiliki hubungan yang telah berlangsung lama, dan pertemuan kita hari ini menandakan momentum bersejarah untuk meningkatkan hubungan bilateral ke tingkat yang baru.
Good afternoon from Jakarta and good morning in Moscow. Allow me to speak in Bahasa Indonesia. Indonesia and the member states of the Eurasian Economic Union have a long-standing relation, and our meeting today signifies a historic momentum to elevate our bilateral relationship into a new level.
Indonesia memandang Persatuan Ekonomi Eurasia sebagai mitra dagang yang penting. Namun harus kita akui bahwa kinerja perdagangan bilateral kita belum menunjukkan potensi yang sesungguhnya.
Indonesia views Eurasian Economic Union as an important trade partner. However, we must admit the fact that our bilateral trade performance has not shown its true potentials.
Tahun lalu, perdagangan bilateral mencapai 3,3 miliar US dollar, meningkat 48,2% dari tahun 2020 dengan nilai 2,2 miliar US dollar. Namun 5 tahun terakhir, angka tersebut tidak meningkat seperti yang kita harapkan. Hal ini merupakan sesuatu yang perlu menjadi perhatian kita bersama.
Last year, the total bilateral trade value amounted to $3.3 billion US dollars, an increase of 48.2% from 2020, which amounted to $2.2 billion US dollars. However, in the past 5 years, the figure did not increase as expected and even experienced a decrease. This is something that requires our attention.
Yang Mulia Andrey Slepnev, Saya menyambut baik inisiatif ekonomi berupa perundingan perjanjian perdagangan. Perjanjian yang disepakati harus berperan sebagai mesin pertumbuhan, produktivitas, inovasi, penciptaan lapangan kerja, pembangunan, dan peningkatan kesejahteraan kedua bangsa kita.
Your Excellency Minister, therefore, I welcome the economic initiative through a trade agreement negotiation. Such agreement should act as an engine of growth, productivity, innovation, job creation, development, and welfare improvement.
Mari kita memberikan dukungan terbaik kepada tim perunding agar dapat menyelesaikan perjanjian perdagangan ini dalam waktu 2 tahun sejak dimulai negosiasi.
Finally, please join me in providing our utmost support to our negotiators so that they will be able to conclude the FTA within 2 years from the commencement of the negotiations.
Saya sangat berterima kasih dan menanti dapat bekerja sama dengan Yang Mulia pada kesempatan lain, di waktu lain untuk dapat berjumpa langsung. Terima kasih.
I thank you and I look forward to work closely with you in person, Excellency. Thank you. Thank you, Minister Zulkifli Hasan. Now allow me to invite His Excellency Minister Andrey Slepnev to deliver his remarks. Your Excellency, you may have the screen. Like to kindly invite His Excellency Minister Andrey Slepnev.
Your Excellency, dear friends, dear colleagues in Jakarta and in Moscow, we are very happy to have this meeting, which is very important. EAEU and our member states value the relations with Indonesia as one of the key partners in Asia-Pacific region. And as you noted, our trade turnover is increasing. Last year, we had a record. We exceeded the pre-pandemic figures of 2017, and now we have further growth. And I'm glad to say that both export and import is growing, and we have certain balance between the two areas, and it's very good. And we also see that we have very good trade links in industry and agriculture. And today, when all the countries are facing a challenge of food safety and technological transformation, of course, it's very important to create a solid legal framework for further cooperation. And we are convinced that this agreement that we are initiating and starting will be a success and provide new opportunities for our businesses to create new jobs, to strengthen food safety, energetic safety, and on the whole, the development of our countries. I must admit that the relations between member states of EAEU and Indonesia are developing, and the figures are growing. And as it was noted, we have very good figures in the first quarter, and we know that next spring, Jakarta is hosting a large industrial exhibition in Prom, and this event will give a good impetus for our businesses, and a lot of Russian businesses and enterprises will participate in it. And also, I must say that we'll be glad to see Indonesia as a partner during the next Eurasian Economic Forum that is due to take place next spring, and we'll be glad to see your delegation there, and personally you, Mr. Zulkifli Hasan. We are sure that active business connections will give more food for concrete initiatives. And I also agree with you evaluations regarding the important processes taking place. We need more efficient management of these processes, and I'll be happy to have our meeting face to face. So thank you for attention.
Thank you,
and
Excellency.
I'm ready to sign the agreement.
Thank you, Excellency. Excellencies, distinguished delegates, ladies and gentlemen, now we will proceed with the signing of the joint ministerial statement for the launching of Indonesia Eurasian Economic Union Free Trade Agreement negotiations. I would like to invite His Excellency Minister Zulkifli Hasan and His Excellency Minister Andrey Slepnev to sign both copies of the statement. You ready, Minister? On the count to, yeah, 1, 2, 3. As both ministers have reached an agreement to launch the negotiations toward a free trade agreement between Indonesia and the Eurasian Economic Union, please allow me to ask both ministers to raise the joint statement and show them to the screen for a photo session. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Excellency.
Excellencies, distinguished delegates, ladies and gentlemen, we have come to the end of the launching of the negotiations of Indonesia Eurasian Economic Union Free Trade Agreement. On behalf of the Ministry of Trade of the Republic of Indonesia, we would like to express our highest appreciation for your participation. May the FTA negotiation bring prosperity for the people in Indonesia and the Eurasian Economic Union in the years to come. Thank you and have a pleasant day.
Thank you.